Hey, what's going on, everybody? Gabriel Santos from gfsantos.com. This video is really for the people on this channel who really connect with me, and um, the raving fans, so to speak. So that could be like 10, 20, 30, probably 40 max. Anyways, I'm here to say hello and to update you guys um, just on where I've been and things like that. I'll keep it as precise as possible. Long story short, I was away working this new job I have as a therapeutic aide for a first grader. And in the midst of transitioning, I was dealing with some stressors that I didn't know how to, or that I was avoiding. And as a part of my avoidance coping patterns, I ran away to weed and Jack in the Box. And I'm at peace with the fact that that happened, and the fact that I chose to avoid and cope instead of facing the stress head on and being uncomfortable and growing through it and dealing with it. So a message there for you all who, because in the world of addiction, that would be called a relapse. And on this channel, we don't use that word too often, because relapse is a term for people who identify with being addicted, and who, and the approach on this channel is a little different, a little more flexible. I try and remove the sense of right or wrongness with actions and decisions. And so instead of calling that a relapse, you call it coping mechanism, or you call it, just couldn't really deal with what was going on. You could call it running away, you could call it taking a break, whatever, all kinds of stuff, right? Point being, and that's not all that was happening, but I feel that's something that you guys would want to know. And the takeaway point there for you all who find yourself doing that is, A, don't freak the fuck out. You're good. B, although yes, you might feel like it was a relapse or a failure of some kind, just consider that you are doing the best you could, and it could have been much worse, meaning you could have done like heroin, or you could have done much worse than smoke weed and eat Jack in the Box. And that, in a way, if ever you find yourself relapsing, maybe consider it's just like the only way you really know how to seek comfort. And although that may not be a winning strategy, only you can really determine that, just consider that you're just doing your best, yo. And if push comes to shove and you really can't handle something, and the worst it's gonna get is you smoke some weed and eat Jack in the Box for a couple weeks, then so fucking be it, right? Like, anyways, the point of this was not to condone like irresponsible pop behavior. The point was to like come to terms that sometimes, like, Just like people use food all the time to feel better, sometimes you use food and weed to just feel better. Straight up. Like, so yeah, weed part aside, I was going through some stress. I was in a little bit of a depressed state. I was not my normal self. And it was a great experience. It was a great fucking experience. I learned a lot. It's okay to be vulnerable, guys. It's okay to admit that you're not perfect. It's okay to admit that you let yourself down in some ways and you let some other people down. It's all good. Like, that's just part of life, yo. Just part of life. It's part of the allowing yourself to be imperfect. And imperfection is normal. I'm just like you guys, yo. I'm just like you guys, okay? And if any, I don't know, I could easily see people like thinking I might be stoned right now. That's not the case. It's currently almost 1 a.m. here. Had a pretty awesome, exhausting day. Been up ever since 5:30, and so I'm just kind of in a chill mode, and my eyes might seem lower and whatever. Anyways, so if you're still here on the video, I have an interesting little thing I want to share with you, a little secret. Okay. I am considering creating a marijuana moderation mastermind. And essentially what that would look like is I'm looking to bring on up to maybe 3 to 5 participants that are committed to transforming the fuck. Better yet, that are committed to going a full year without smoking weed. Okay? And just a year-long commitment, just to see what happens, just to see what we go through as individuals, and to use the power of the group and really to leverage each other, but especially me and my experience and my skills as a coach, to have your breakthroughs. And we're not expected to be perfect. I honestly don't expect any of us to fully abstain for the whole year, but that is the goal. And the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be to pretty much to smoke as little weed as possible. As little weed as possible. And we're just gonna see how it goes. And it's not about being at the end of the year necessarily and being like, I went the whole year, wow, I'm amazing. It's more so to go the whole year and just to see what happened. What did you learn? How'd you do? You'll just get to see. I do want to make it a paid service, both because I want money. I want money for the time and the effort and the energy I'm putting into serving and creating the people that participate. And I want people who participate to invest in this process, and to demonstrate their level of commitment and seriousness to this mastermind journey through dollar amounts. It's just plain and simple. I'm thinking something like flat fee, payment plans, definitely, but up front, up front, maybe up to even $1,000. I know that's a lot of money, but that is going to be something I'm leading for a whole year. Okay. And I'm going to be putting well over 100 hours into creating that project for all of us, you know? And so 100 hours divided by 1,000 is only $10 an hour. Okay. So in the long run, it's pretty cheap, right? You're only paying me $10 an hour. Right. But, you know, I know that might be a little too ridiculous of a price to ask. Um, and so maybe what we can do is we have different installments, meaning you have the people who commit for a full year, and maybe if you commit for a full year, it's bucket. I might make it $100, but if it's per month, it's $20, right? So something like that. So maybe yeah, you know. So if you want to just do it for a month, there's that. 3 months, there's that. 6 months, there's that. Um, and the whole purpose is to ultimately to grow and to learn and experience who we are and what comes up for us when weed is no longer a part of our life for a certain period of time. And I think it's a really, really good idea. I've yet to execute it yet, so maybe what I'll do is for December we can have a trial run. If you are at this point of the video, first of all, thank you. Second of all, send me your email. Comment below and send me your email, because I'm gonna send you a gift. Okay, and then if you are interested in joining a December trial run, free, totally free for you, of a mastermind, again, comment me your email address and say I'm interested. And I will get back to you and I will put you on a list of people who are down for a December trial run for this mastermind. Cool. I always want to reward the people who stick to the end of these videos, who, really fuck with me, even though, I'm super small time as a YouTuber, so to speak. I value you so much, and I want you to be rewarded for that. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. I am so happy to be connected to myself and to you all again. And I'll see you in the next video. Till next time. Peace.